Hello everyone, my name is Muds and welcome back to the channel. It has been a minute since we've been here. And by a minute I mean a year. I wanted to make more content, but because I procrastinate a lot, I ended up recording a bunch of extra episodes for the Garbage to Greatness challenge that I was doing with Tyler, and I never ended up editing them. And as time went on, I never bothered to go back to them. So we're starting a new project instead, a podcast whose name I have not yet decided. but yeah. So today with me, we have obviously Tyler's back again. Can't not have Tyler, but we're also joined by my good friend Keaton as well. And my good friend Elijah as background sounds. If you guys want to say hello.
Background noise.
No.
Hello.
Very, very nice of you guys. So yeah, basically it's going to happen. Hopefully we're going to try to keep this to bi-weekly. I think that's a pretty reasonable thing. It's not always going to be the same faces other than me. Obviously availability is a real thing that exists. But we're going to be talking tabletop, Warhammer, Magic the Gathering, those kind of things. And we're also going to be talking games. We've got, Deadlock, a lot of us have been playing. We'll chat about that maybe. And League of Legends, obviously, as well. Chivalry works soon. That's, I think, in 20 days now? Yeah, I think it's in like 20 days.
That's cool.
Is it not?
Oh, like rework? Full on rework?
She's getting a VGU.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that Shiv,
Yeah,
not Deadlock Shiv.
Yeah, no, not
Yeah, I
Deadlock
thought it was
Shiv.
Deadlock Shiv for a
Shivana.
second,
Oh, yeah.
Shivana. But yeah, no, that's what we're going to be doing. And speaking of doing that, we just got a bunch of new stuff for Warhammer and Magic the Gathering. We got a new set of bands and games, as well as... Oh, my mic's messed. Sorry, I had mic problems there. We did just get a bunch of Magic the Gathering and Warhammer news. We got new banned cards, unbanned cards, new game changers, all the nice things. And for Warhammer, we just got the data sheets for the Red Corsairs and some new Eldar stuff, which is pretty cool. So we're going to be talking about that today. We'll kick it clean off right away with Magic the Gathering, the commander bans and unbans. Lutri is back. Good day.
Who?
For us. Lutri,
The companion.
the otter, is back. Elijah, I know you were a big fan of that card, and you can use it now. Thankfully not as a companion, because that would be horrendously game breaking, but it is a commander and 99 option now, which is pretty cool. And we got Biorhythm as well.
Yes.
Biorhythm.
Biorhythm is real now.
Yeah. Rejoice, Ben Bateman. Funny enough, a couple of days, or it might have actually been a couple of weeks.
I think like
But-
a week.
A little bit before this, Tyler, we were just playing a joke game, and he pulled Biorhythm on me.
Like turn 5, I just won.
a turn 5 Biorhythm.
Yeah, sword to plow, next turn, biorhythm.
Yep, against my one creature.
And you just die.
So when I heard that this was potentially on the block to get unbanned, I was a little bit unhappy, but now that it's here, I think upon reflection, it's not really that big a deal. Keaton, you brought up it's kind of along the same vein
Coalition
as
victory,
Coalition Victory.
Sway the
Yeah.
Stars, Expropriate. They're just big instants and sorceries that are really good, really strong, but like,
I argue it's like closer to kind of world fire effects, where just
yeah,
basically just
that was banned for a while, actually. They unbanned it ages ago, but it was banned for a bit.
the game's basically over as soon as that gets played within a turn or two.
Yeah.
The reason things like these get unbanned, but not things like Grizzlebrand foreshadowing here, is because it's a lot
Foreshadowing, yeah.
harder. You can't reanimate a spell, but you can reanimate a creature.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Foreshadowing there when that
you
comes
could
up.
Eternal Witness it back to your hand. That's not out
That
of the
doesn't
picture,
make it
but-
free though.
Yeah, that doesn't make it free. It's not like you could do a, Mox
Most-
and a land.
Most,
and-
I mean, why would you want to play Biorhythm a second time? Also,
Yeah, I don't know,
every
you,
instant
Copying it doesn't do
sorcery,
much for you.
you fuck up the
Also-
first time. I don't know.
also all the instants and sorceries, if you're copying them from your graveyard, they usually go to exile after that.
Also true.
Very true. Yes, but yeah, no, it's not like you can turn one it like in with a Gristlebrand. You could. I was talking to Tyler about this, where I was a little worried that
Oh,
was.
give me a second to see if there's a way to do turn one it.
No, I know there is a
Oh,
way to
there's
turn one.
lots of
It's,
ways to
you
turn
do,
one a
like
Gristlebrand.
a
Oh,
Mox.
no, not Bristlebrand. Bio.
That'd be kind of tough, but it would. I think it'd be doable, but you'd need like the perfect.
It's a green card.
opening hand. Yeah, it's a green card. It is possible.
Yeah.
But no, it's not like you couldn't just drop like a Mox and a land, entomb, reanimate Gristlebrand, and then draw half your deck. Basically out of nowhere.
Draw. A lot. 35.
Yeah. That's If you can't win with 35 cards in your hand on turn 1 in CDH, man, what are you doing? Lock in. Because Gristlebrand's a legend too, so if you hit another one of the legend require
Just say
Mox
he's my commander.
activations, yeah. Well, I was gonna say you could do him as in like a Silas and Ren deck, so you have access to Thoracle, which we'll go over Thoracle in a bit.
That's a card.
Yeah, it is a card. But yeah, you could just like draw 35 cards and then say, hey, I've got enough mana kicking around in up my ass to drop a Demonic Consultation and Thoracle or whatever is it Demonic Consultation or Tainted Pact is the one drop? I can't remember.
I don't know.
It's one of them. Point is, yeah, it's not like that where you're going to be dealing with a turn 1 and even CDH. Like, I'm sure it's possible, but then you're burning all your mana. You'd probably also kill yourself unless you had a 1-drop. Late game, it'll obviously be devastating in any like level of deck. If you've got, a board wipe, then a 1-drop and Biorhythm, you can win the game right there, but it's enough mana that it's probably not going to matter much. Like, at that point in the game, you probably would have already won anyways, regardless of what spell you were casting. It's not an unreasonable thing to say. An 8-drop can win you the game.
No.
But, yeah. There's that, and there's Lutri. Thankfully, Lutri did not get unbanned in the companion zone, so we're free from that.
No chance that was ever happening.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
It is funny that is probably the only card that is ever going to get that distinction. Because,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other companions that are banned in Commander.
Not that I can think of. I know Luris is a big, or has been a big issue in other formats, but I don't know how they've handled that.
Yeah. We are, for context, we are all Commander players. We don't play like
We are
anything
pigs who
else.
eat slop.
We're pure Commander players. So no dice on the rest of the bands. We're only talking Commander. But yeah, there was those two, and then there was the 3 that they were talking about. Gristlebrand, we've already just gone over. The other 2 were Iona and Sundering Titan. Sundering Titan was a card I didn't know it was banned because it was banned way before my time and wasn't ever one that really pinged my radar. Keaton, you know what that is?
Yeah, I know what it does.
Okay. Tyler, I don't think you do. It's an 8-drop artifact creature. It's golem, and when it enters or leaves, choose a land of each basic land type, then destroy those lands. So it is kind of a big land bully that if you can flicker it, which it's colorless, it's kind of super possible, is really quite destructive against anything that isn't a Bluebird land base. But
what I see here when they talk about unbanning it is part of the mass land denial thing they've got going on, where it's not showing up under bracket 4 ever. So it's like, this will not really affect big chunk of people who play Commander if they unban it. And then the tiny, or maybe not tiny, but the portion it does affect, bracket 4, bracket 5, I don't know much about them, but I don't think they're going to care that much about something that chews up all the lands, because it's only basics.
It is only basics, yeah.
Or I guess it can hit non-basics with basics type,
Yeah.
with basic types, I think. Maybe it doesn't. Don't know how the wording is.
Choose a land of each
But,
basic
like,
land type. So yeah, I think it could.
It doesn't really get you anywhere aside from eating lands, and unless your deck's just trying to completely grind the game to a halt, it's not like it's doing much.
Not winning you the game.
It seems very unfun and unpleasant, but because of
that's like
bracket
half of
restrictions, you will
CDH, yeah.
never see it anywhere really.
It is also an 8-drop too, which is not
too.
like obviously
8 mana.
impossible, but back to the
It's a colorless
biorhythm
creature,
thing.
so that's not that much. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Back to the biorhythm thing, an 8-drop should be doing a lot. I don't like.
Other thing, enters or leaves. Blinking this thing is annoying as hell.
Oh,
because it's
totally, yeah.
double, 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 double. It's just gonna
Check that shit in a
smother
Brago
you.
deck. You'd never see it again.
Ugh.
But yeah, so at least the way I see this is of the three kind of the least egregious to unban, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah. Because
I've built CDH decks before. Not often do I have lands with land types. Like my Thoracle one, I think has like a couple of basics. The rest are obviously lands that don't have types because they've all got to be different names for the Mill Your Whole Library or Exile Your Whole Library thing to work. And in my Rograk and Thrasios deck, I only have like one or two that I'll actively go search. So I don't think this thing would obviously be a scourge on anything lower, but you're not going to see it at anything lower.
Yeah, you could not by definition see it lower with
It's
brackets as they are.
I think people are probably going to get pub stomped by it because they're not going to have the rule 0 conversation, but that's just you're tricking people, and that's kind of mean. Yeah,
I wouldn't care if they unbanned it because it would not affect me.
Not totally.
But
Yeah.
I can see why they mention it based on what it does. Because like in that type of play where it could be looped and stuff, people are getting mana from things other than lands pretty frequently. So it's not like it's a complete game lockout. It would fucking suck.
That's all.
It
It's
would
all
really
good.
suck.
I already swear.
It would really suck, but
it would suck a lot.
It wouldn't completely end the game, which we could segue this into Iona here.
Iona, yeah. Oh man, Iona.
Speaking of locking people out of doing things,
Yep.
who likes playing monocolor? I don't, but if you do, you don't want to see this card ever.
I don't even think it'd be bad for monocolor. It'd be bad for Painter's Servant.
That too. Well,
that...
I mean, the other day we were looking at the turn 1 Iona modern deck or whatever it was.
Yeah,
not modern,
that
vintage
was really
deck
funny.
or something. It was just Painter's Servant and any way to get Iona out. And that's what you'd be seeing. You'd be seeing that in Iona or just no more monocolored decks, because what if they're playing Iona? It works good into multicolor too, because if you're playing your commander, it's all 3 colors and you pick one. Bye-bye commander.
Complete blue shutdown. It's over for you guys.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. If you don't counter it and you're a monocolor deck, which you'd only be countering it if you're blue, what do you do after that?
You're
you
screwed,
say, you beg the person beside you, please do this and I will not kill you. And then you're just king making, and that's no fun for anyone because it's like a pity move.
Like you could, in theory, get around it with Devoid, but that's so niche, right?
Yeah, like are all the mono decks going to need to run Allah's Dust or something to actually deal with a card like this potentially existing?
Yeah, that would suck a little bit. This one's another case here. I think it's the same as Gristlebrand, where it's unless you're cheating it out that late into the game, it's not. Gristlebrand's a fucking pain regardless of when it's played.
Yeah.
This one though, I think, unless you're cheating it, isn't really going to be that big a deal.
It's harder to cheat out a mono white though.
It would never be in a mono deck.
Yeah,
I think that would.
I know.
I'm gonna
it would not be a commander.
Tyler, that on a turn 5 off of Kalia would be like game losingly bad.
Cause like even if no one's playing monocolored, you're still locked out of half, a third, a fifth of your colors.
It's still expensive, but then there's Helm the Hosted as well, potentially.
Oh, and just
watch every color.
Choose every other color. That'd be okay. That would be mean. That would be.
Other
really
thing is,
mean.
it doesn't say all players. It's just your opponents. So you can
I know.
choose, if you're running this as your commander, you can choose white and still go about your day like nothing changed. But everyone else has to jump through these hoops here.
Yeah.
I definitely think this one can stay gone.
I could see it coming back. I don't want it to come back, but I could totally see it coming back comparative to some of the other cards.
I'm just looking at this. You can even flicker it because it's not as long as on the battlefield. You can't cast spells of the chosen color. It's just your opponents can't cast spells of the chosen color. So you play it, flicker it.
It's not like permanent after you play her, but like.
Because in the battlefield, you choose a color. Your opponent's gonna cast spells of the chosen colors, just like another line down.
Let me check its rulings.
If they remove it, you can cast the color. It doesn't permanently affect that.
Oh my god, how many cards fucking mention Iona? Holy smokes!
I just had the same thing on Scryfall.
Jesus. That aside, though, just going back to Grosselbrand, he can stay in the infernal hell pit where he is. I don't want that card to ever get unbanned, and I don't think anybody wants it to. Because, you know...
I see people who'd want it to, because it is like, he's cool, he's big
Yeah, he is
he's
really
got the
cool.
sevens and everything, but like, it would be probably bad if they did that.
Yeah, like...
It's really good.
I could see if they made CDH a separate game mode, and this was something I kind of saw some people online talking about.
Just a whole separate rules
like
and
a whole
restrictions
separate,
for it.
Yeah, thing. I feel like it could work there, but in current day Magic, because one game changer constitutes a 3, that would suck a lot.
I mean, other thing, balancing for separate game modes. How long have people been asking for Crucible to be balanced differently than the rest of Destiny? And have they ever done that?
No, they never have.
I think so.
I think that's a case of Bungie just hating everybody.
Man hours. Oh, they suck. Yeah, Bungie's got their own problems, but the amount of man hours for doing something like that is a lot.
Yeah. It's 2 separate teams too. It's just more time invest than you ever really need. Mm-hmm. Things that didn't get banned. Let's move on to that.
Those two.
Thoracle and Rhystic Study. We had a very long conversation about this the night before these announcements came out. Mm-hmm. And I think kind of what they said on the article and what we said were pretty similar in that, like, you know, the people that are complaining, I'm gonna focus on Thoracle quickly. The people that are complaining about Thoracle being good, it's a minority voice in CDH anyways, and those are people that just aren't running what's the best. Because the point of CDH is to run the best. So you're kind of just saying, I don't want this thing to exist in the game so that my thing can be the best thing.
I remember, like, you were looking through, like, online games. You just saw, like, a CDH no moxes, which, like, that's not CDH.
Stuff like that.
It's like a handicap.
Yeah, you're kind of just handicapping yourself just because in CDH it's obviously nothing held back. And like, if you want to run a lesser known win con, that's cool, that's fine, but I don't think that gives you the right to complain about losing to something that's just objectively better, especially in a like format like CDH where you are looking to hyper optimize everything. Like, it would be nice to see other things other than Thasses. Obviously, I empathize with the people that say that. But then they just have to print cards that are good enough.
It's power creep, or it's just lowering everything.
Yeah, I don't think lowering everybody down is a good idea. I think bringing everybody else up is a good idea.
You know how much they'd have to ban to do that?
Yeah.
The reason why sunsetting wasn't that popular of a thing in D2.
Oh
God, sunsetting drama. That was...
We're going to start talking about Destiny. We're going to go off the rails for like a couple hours. Oh, man.
Yeah, true.
I think other thing about not banning Thoracle is the card doesn't exist outside of
that's another thing,
high level bracket 4 and competitive. Would you ever see this in a precon? No,
never.
You wouldn't see it in a bracket 3 either.
Yeah,
because it's such an efficient combo to win.
Because like you're either doing your consult win or you're not. It's kind of I completely forgot
that Scry is not.
Yeah,
what people care about.
That's just it. You're not seeing this outside of CDH. I don't think there's a single soul that's running a bracket 3 and their only game changer is Thassa's Oracle. That's just not a thing that happens. Rhystic Study, on the other hand, that exists, but that is a whole nother story.
People run that in 3s. They run that anywhere they can get the chance if they got one, which is kind of fair. It is like a big, cool, iconic thing. Like, everyone knows Rhystic Study. Like, people who don't play Magic know Rhystic Study sometimes, I think, maybe.
Yeah, they might. I don't know.
They might. Maybe from people complaining about it. I see some of the ends I see complaining about it is like, it just smothers games and triggers when everyone's running it because it's that good. It's like, I'm going to cast a spell. Do you pay the one? Do you pay the one? Do you pay the one? I'm not going to pay the one. I'm not going to pay the one. It's like a million things happening there. And kind of smother out games, make them drag on. But like, I feel like the people that would affect, being 4 people running Rhystic Study, are like already playing bracket 5s and stuff. They're probably used to it. They probably will get over it. Like, that's kind of just like what you're signing up for when you play that level.
Yeah, that's just it, right? Whereas if you've got enough people running it where it's like, oh, this is such a problem card, you're in high level. Like let's not kid ourselves here. If you've got a whole table that's running Rhystic Study in their decks, you're probably not playing casually.
No.
And the other thing with Rhystic is that unlike other cards like Dockside Extortionist, this isn't a scourge on every format. It's just really good in Commander.
It's just
you ban it here, that card ceases to exist.
Yeah,
like it's just gone. And again, it is such an iconic card. I just don't think it could get.
There's alternatives too.
That's
You've got
thing,
Remora. I think Remora is an amazing card design. I really like it. It feels so much more fair. It's obviously great card, but it's just great. Esper Sentinel, you got that one. You got there's parasitic card draw. Yeah, Polywog is one, and then you've got like the what's it called? Fairy Mastermind, I think. That one isn't quite the same. It's like draw cards when people draw cards, but those like parasitic card draw effects. Yeah, there's lots of those.
There are so many of them. They're everywhere now.
Lots of cheap draw engines, especially in blue. So it's
not as good as Rhystic, but
they ban it. There's alternatives, but like
it doesn't really need to be banned.
Yeah, like it doesn't harass people too much. Like I see one argument people make is just look at as spells cost one more, and if you don't have one more, they get to draw a card. And I think that when you look at it that way, it doesn't seem as bad and needing to be banned. Grand Arbiter Augustin is a card that exists that does that and is not banned. People hate it, and it's fair to hate it. It's pretty annoying, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to go anywhere.
The like scale that it works effectively also is really proportionate to the level you play at in a weird way. Like if you're running in bracket 3 where people just want to play their big cards and occasionally the game changers, you might see a spell or two a turn, maybe 3 when it gets late. That's not going to like drag out the game. You can probably just say, I'm never going to pay the 1. I just want to play my big things. Or you do play it and then your turn is quicker because you play less things. But when you're in that high level where everything's free or 0 or 1, and you just chain these rituals and tutors and whatever, it's like that's when it starts to be an issue, but like you're used to it. It's not like you're not expecting that.
And again, you're at CDH, it's no holding back. I do totally agree with that, where you're playing in lower brackets. Like even my Ur-Dragon deck, that's my big punchy one. I am usually only playing like a spell a turn.
Yeah, if there's more than one, it's usually like you're winning.
Yeah, like
everything's so expensive.
I'm looking to swing out if I'm doing more than one thing a turn.
Pretty much.
Obviously, there's exceptions to that rules, but there's exceptions everywhere. That's just kind of how it is.
Yeah. I do think the alternatives also see a fair enough level of play where it's not like it's too smothered. People play Polywog and Hash a ton, and it works crazy well there.
Plenty of people play.
Getting that out of 4/4 immediately. Yeah, Remora is everywhere. Esper Sentinel's everywhere. There's probably more things I can't think of right now, but
yeah, those are the big ones that come to mind.
Yeah, if you really don't want to use it because you like have a grudge against it or whatever, you have options.
Yeah, Tyler's a merchant of
Esper Sentinel. Yeah,
Tyler loves that card
everywhere.
It's only more than $50 or whatever it is.
Yeah, well, that's just it, right? You look at the alternatives and their cost. That speaks to how much people actually play them.
Yeah, even Polywog's like getting up there.
Yeah,
partly because it's only in a precon, but like, yeah,
still it still stands. Yeah, that it's not really that much of a required thing. So a lot of people speculating Jeweled Lotus was gonna come off the ban list.
Not a chance
on that.
I think it's funny that all the people spent all their money on it, and now it's worth $60 right now, and it's gonna drop in price so hard again.
90 2 days ago.
It was
90. Yeah, sorry.
At least, like, it's all over the place because people are
they're so convinced.
And I think this is like a whole different level of gameplay thing, but not gameplay. It's like there's all this stuff going on with like investments in Hasbro or whatever, and like it's a game. It's not a stock market, man. Like,
it's
like these people who buy bulk in these things to try to sell it all. It's like, come on, man. This is a game to play. It's not like a investment trade to make, like day trading or something. Like,
yeah, treating a card game, frankly, for kids as an investment is kind of lame. Like, I obviously everybody sometimes buys cards to flip. Like that just happens.
Like I did that. I felt bad for doing it.
You did it. I've done it. Like we've all done it, but it's not like we're doing it as a way to make profit consistently. We just did it.
Yeah.
Because it was in the moment.
Oh, that was so funny when that happened.
But yeah, no, it's I actually, funny enough, we're gonna use an example here. It was flourishing defenses.
Oh yeah, that one. I went and grabbed the 2 of them from the guy. He had 4, but I only grabbed the 2 because like I felt bad buying these 4 cards for like $2 that were actually like $20 each.
Funny enough,
like, small business and shit.
I've still got. I never sold mine. I just kept it.
Oh, it's probably back to 20 cents.
Oh no, yeah, it's like less than $1 now. But I didn't want to flip it, but that's just kind of an example we use. That's just a right place, right time kind of thing. So like you're watching it to see does it go up or down. But yeah, I don't. So I do see the argument. I kind of understand it. A lot of people are saying it's the same idea as like if you're gonna let Ristic Study exist, which is basically non-existent in any other format, you can let Jeweled Lotus exist because it also doesn't work in any other format because it has commander specific text. The difference to me is that Ristic has alternatives. Jeweled Lotus doesn't. Jeweled Lotus is wildly
it has Lotus
stronger.
Petal.
It has
Lotus Petals,
Petal, but that's not comparable.
Yeah.
It's 3 times as good. There's the commander restriction, but guess what? It doesn't matter because it's just that good.
For.
Yeah, like that's
Black Lotus is banned for a reason.
That's just it, right?
Having Black Lotus, like it's essentially a Black Lotus, and like on those high levels, like I don't know the meta or anything at all. I'm not in tune, but like I know Atali's a big one. Maybe not that big, but Atali's big enough that I know about it.
It's there.
I cannot imagine how much better it would be having Jeweled Lotus in the format. It would
imagine a turn 1 Yuriko.
Fucking crazy.
Off of a 0 drop.
Turn 1 Yuriko's happen plenty, I'm sure.
It happens already, but imagine it off of just 1 card. You don't even need to drop your whole hand for it. 1 card.
1 card in the land.
That would be insane.
Actually,
you can do Yuriko's a 3-drop. I think it is just actually that 1 card. Let me check quickly.
3 drop.
Yeah, she has a 3-drop, so it is literally just that 1 card.
Well, she's got 2 colors. Surely it doesn't make multiple colors.
I'm pretty sure it does. No, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, it's any 1 color. Makes sense because that's what the original Lotus is. But still,
regardless, the point still stands. It's a turn 1 Yuriko with like very little investment, or a turn 1.
What you said on the card not existing in any other format. Like I see one side of the argument on that is that it was just a mistake to print a card like that in the first place. It's not existent in any format ever other than Commander, which I can kind of understand that. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that is just one take I see people have.
It is a little silly to do that, but I mean,
there's Command Tower, but that's like a land, not a whole card, Yeah. It's different.
It's also not 60 USD. That's the bigger difference.
Bonkers.
It's like a couple dollars at most. But yeah, I think Jeweled Lotus definitely was kind of a bit of a mistake. It was printed in the Commander
I get why
set.
They printed it. Like lots of sets have these Lotus cards. There's so many, and they're iconic. Like everyone loves a Lotus card, even when they suck. Yeah. Like Gilded Lotus is not the greatest card ever, but it's fun. It's cool. It's like, oh, it's a Lotus. That's cool. I love Lotus. Lotus Cobra is an amazing card. Actually,
Lotus
I have
Cobra's
one.
Awesome.
So good, and it's also again like iconic. Like everyone knows the Lotus and stuff.
Yeah.
And even people play these cards that might not be great because everyone just loves the whole Lotus thing because they're cool. Yeah. And like it's iconic. But like, so that's why I see why we got Jeweled Lotus in the first place, because it's like, oh yeah, Commander set, big deal set, big fancy stuff, Jeweled Lotus, and then it's like, oh wait, that's actually like little too far, maybe.
Kind of a little bit broken, a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I think it would. I see kind of what some people say about unbanning it for terms of like diversity and CDH or whatever. More expensive commanders can show up more and stuff, which like I kind of get, but like it's not really. That's not. I don't know. And the bigger argument, it seems like people just want it because they have one and it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, that's just
worth more. Back to the whole trading thing, like. Half the time it seems like people only care about getting this back so they can make money off of it.
Yeah.
Not play it. Because it's not really an interesting card to play. It's like, big mana really fast. But I guess the interesting part would be build diversity in like a high level format, because that is something I think is appreciable. That's a part of the reason people think Thoracle should be banned, is to promote other things, but there aren't really a lot of other things. Underworld Breach is kind of the other big win con I can think of. That is gonna, if it would probably take over entirely if they got rid of Thoracle. And then everything's a Breach deck, and then everyone's sick of Breach. Oh, should we ban Breach now? And then what do you have left?
I was gonna say that's where I'm gonna kind of construct off of what you said about build diversity and what I said about Thoracle kind of just being dominant and the best, and in banning it, you'd just find another thing. If they added that, I don't think there would be short-term diversity, but then it would just go back to whatever's the most efficient combined with this.
Yeah.
It would just create another new meta, and you'd be back to the same spot, seeing the exact same thing over and over and over again. It would change things, but it wouldn't actually change things, if you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It would just
There's maybe a day sometime in the future where they ban it, but I don't think it's going anywhere for a while. Not until there's like a decent amount of alternatives. Like if there were like 2 or 3 other win cons people were playing in that format and they banned Thoracle, people wouldn't care as much because it's like they have other options. Yeah. But you ban too many of the big win cons, you're gonna like swoop down into bracket 4
people
with
aren't really playing high level
thousands
anymore.
of dollars in lands. Yeah. Not as high of a level as it would have been.
The other one people were talking about, Primeval Titan. Prime time.
Yeah, that's surprised I didn't get
People really thought that one was coming back.
When I say people, I mean Ben Bateman, but a little name drop there. So it's been a minute since I'm just gonna quickly Google this on my phone. It's been a minute since I've read Primeval Titan's text.
Well, I mean, Sun Titan, Infernal Titan, 6-drop, 6/6 in the color. They do a thing that's kind of related to the color. I love that cycle of cards. I think they're great. I run Inferno Titan in decks, even if it's not the best, because it's so fun. Mm-hmm. But this one is miles above the others, obviously.
Yeah.
6 in green as well is also not a hard ask. Like 8's a bit much for Biorhythm. This is not a hard ask.
Yeah, and it's a creature.
Though, being a game changer.
It's one thing that I always miss this. It's not basic lands. It's just lands. So Primeval Titan, Guy's Cradle, Field of the Dead.
I was just about to say that.
Field of the Dead and a copy for it. It's like pretty crazy. That's in my mind, that is probably one of the big reasons it's gone. It's also enters or attacks. If you have haste, which is not hard to do, especially in a deck that would have green, bam, 4 lands on just like that. It doesn't slow other people down. It's not like Iona and those cards where they're kind of big and mean and sloggy. But I guess the sloggy side of this card is you're just kind of fiddling around with your lands as you turn out 1 million of them.
Yeah. That was what the second I saw the go grab 2 lands and it didn't say basic, I was like, oh, there it is, guys. Cradle, Field of the Dead. We're seeing it.
Those cards are already game changers. More so Field of the Dead. Guy's Cradle is like an exception card. Not everyone really is running around with those. But Field of the Dead is like one of those cards that people kind of would just be running everywhere where they allowed to, because it's just that good. Like you don't even need a landfall deck. You could just play any deck ever and Field of the Dead's going to work in it, because getting 2/2s for nothing is never bad.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Field of the Dead. That's one of my win cons in Ragnarok and Thrasios is Field of the Dead. Good time with that card down.
Yeah, I think Primeval Titan can stay on. Like,
yeah, I'm okay with that.
Fair enough.
The one in truth, I'm kind of surprised they haven't even mentioned yet.
Circle.
What? Chad is on his phone.
No, just fucking. Architect.
An Architect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I have an ad blocker. Can I forget it?
Ad blocker, yeah.
And they're just so loud when they come on for some reason.
The one I'm kind of surprised nobody has mentioned, just kind of because there's other alternatives to this card to a degree now. I'm surprised Golos hasn't really been mentioned that much. I understand.
I am kind of surprised about that too,
but I am a little surprised they haven't talked about it.
He is. It seems like what I've seen is that they banned him because people are just sick of him. Like he's everywhere. He's just, why not just run Golos? Or I'm just gonna run Golos. Like it's old fast, and I think that's fair to ban him for that, because like you want to have diversity and stuff. We've said this a million times. They could have. They could. Like he's not that. He's very powerful.
Yeah, he's really good. That's
powerful.
not
back to Primeval Titan grabbing any land. He does that too.
Yeah, he only does one though.
Land when you play.
Pays for
half his tax though, which is really good.
Yes, he's very.
I got another thing. Colorless, 5 colors, pays for half attacks, fixes your colors. Huge set of advantages there.
7 drop for Exile on the top 3 and grabbing.
Yeah, that
I should
part.
pull them
Also,
as a dollar store pack, which is kind of funny.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
He's not like a
Yeah.
rare card. Like you can buy him for like
No.
$1. I think the only spot
would-
he's even legal is Canlander, I think.
I'm happy to see nothing to do with him, but I feel like I can see arguments for him coming back. And in my mind, like as a game changer, people are gonna know what to expect, and brackets will kind of help this. You're not gonna get like pub stomped by Golos, probably, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because you know what you're getting into. It's probably gonna be a really generic, uninteresting 5-color deck that's probably just strong and good and consistent and stuff.
I think going back to the fact that he was banned for just being so blanket efficient, that's probably why he's still banned, is because it's again kind of a fault of the bracket system a little bit, where you're allowed to have up to X game changers in a bracket 3.
Yeah,
most
like a bracket
3s
3
probably become
Golos deck is probably gonna outperform a lot other ones just because he's that good. And then on the other end, like bracket 4s and stuff, the high power ones are probably not going to care much about it. The mid tier ones probably won't, unless it's just like a whole soup of game changers. But
Golos and CDH.
I don't want it back, but I wouldn't be surprised. Did people do that?
I don't really. Again, we've only been playing Magic for a little bit. It's not like we're veterans of this. I don't, just because of the fact that he's Wooburg, I don't think, and he's not a partner card, I don't think he was really around much in high level CDH. Obviously, he did exist in CDH, but he wasn't there for Rogrek, Thrasios, Yoshimaru, Thrasios, Crom, and Timna, that kind of thing. Just because he's Wooburg and his ability has such a high activation cost.
Yeah.
I don't think he was really a terribly
You
noticeable
would
guy.
basically always have mana for it, assuming you had a land in your hand, because he gets you one. So that is another thing. It's basically very consistent in terms of doing that. But I don't know. I'm kind of neutral on it, because if it comes back and people start running it everywhere again, you can kind of just well, here's one thing: you can just not play against people, but that's not an argument for unbanning something.
Yeah, you can just say that about any card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I want it back. I am just a little bit surprised they never even he's not even mentioned over.
Yeah, no mention of it is a little surprising.
Between the two, I'd rather
Griselbrand being more considered than that. Maybe they're maybe they don't talk about it because it was a more recent ban and people they want to let it simmer or something.
I think a lot more people probably want Griselbrand back than Golos. That's probably why.
I think it's more nostalgia maybe or something.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
They banned them ages ago. Same thing with Iona and stuff. That's been a while since they were banned, I'm sure.
These guys were banned before the Legend border existed.
I'm not saying these should be unbanned, but just looking at Hull Breacher, Balance.
No, Hull Breacher, no.
I could see an argument for it, but I don't know.
Hull Breacher?
I do not want Hull Breacher
as a game changer?
That can stay gone.
I would be genuinely beyond shocked if that ever happened. That card is.
There's a lot of cards.
I mean, you just saw me play Notion Thief right before we did this. Imagine that, but I just got 20 mana.
Yeah, that's just as good, if not better, because it also shuts off the other person's draw too. And it's only a 3
and you can't
drop.
deck yourself with it either. You just get mana.
Right,
and there's all the artifact synergies too. You play an Is It artifact burn deck. I'm sure that's a thing. Can you imagine? Play Windfall, play this with Flash. Got a artifact pinger or something on board. That's just winning.
I don't even
6.
say an artifact pinger. Say something like Cyber Drive Awakener, and then that's
that was
straight up lethal.
Yeah.
I'm fine
Hull
with
Breacher's too much
being gone. That's a very strong card. But no, this was a very tame ban and unban.
Yeah, very safe announcement.
They didn't go too crazy with this, which I'm fine with.
Then they mentioned the hybrid thing. It's
we're not doing that yet. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh my god.
That is. I think it would really be fun to see because it would open a lot of possibilities and stuff, but it would probably be a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
To say for sure with the amount of changes that would happen, but I don't know I mean we can. It's fucking. No one's policing you. If you want to try hybrid cards, just say, "Can I try hybrid cards?" to people you play with, and they'll say, "Sure, go for it."
Yep.
Or they won't for some reason. I don't know why they would, but
they'll burn you at the stake for it.
If they if people just try it and kind of give them feedback about it, we could probably see.
Well, they did get community feedback, and it was
yeah, they did get
like
perfectly voting feedback. So it was pretty split. Which that much of a split they could not do it in that state.
There's no way to
people would riot. But I mean, that's the great thing about the whole game. You can just, if you feel like it, just do it. Just talk to people. Rule zero does all these things. Like you can, if you want to try the hybrid cards to like see for yourself, would this really be that bad? They did it. You can just do that. Probably not a tournament. You can go do it.
Oh, you're definitely not tournament.
Definitely not a tournament.
No, not a tournament. Yeah.
Technically, you could play Brand, but that's like
It'd be harder to convince people.
Yeah, I know.
A little bit.
I'm just saying, technically, you could.
I think my thoughts on it, and this is kind of what I saw a lot of people saying online, was the effects on a lot of the hybrid mana cards were supposed to initially be like an effect that you could see in either color, which for the most part I think kind of holds true. You've got a card that's like, I don't know, just picking out of a hat, we'll say Orzhov. It's an effect
they always use kitchen finks in the articles. They love kitchen finks right now. It's in every article. They talk about the hybrid mana.
Yeah, that's just it. It's an effect that could work in either color. I think that does hold true for the most part, but there are a couple of cards where that's sort of not the case. The one I like to poke at a lot is the
double strike one.
The Boros one that lets you determine attacker and blocker. That's a white effect, not really so much a red effect.
I can kind of see the determining blockers in red. You know, there's that cowards can't block guy, so it's like, oh, I'm big and scary, you can't block me.
Yeah, it's just like both. That's kind of like chucking that in a red deck as just regular protection. That's I think a little bit much. That's obviously really niche. I think it would initially probably be a really big headache for a lot of people to deal with, because I'm sure there are some really niche case exceptions to that, where you'll have an effect that's kind of really super out of place.
There definitely have to be a bit of damage control if they did it, because there'd probably be cards that might, I can't think of any, but I could imagine a case where cards might require becoming game changers just by being allowed to be run in colors they couldn't. If not game changers, some of them just become much more powerful than they are. Deathrite Shaman's a great card.
Oh yeah, Deathrite Shaman
in mono green or mono black.
Really gross, yeah.
Actually, would it work? It's got the activated symbols in its cost. I'm not sure it would actually work.
I haven't looked at a Deathrite Shaman in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Regardless, there's great
there's
cards.
Gonna be some
hybrid colors.
Some weird.
There would be outliers.
That's gonna kind of fuck with everybody. I completely forgot they even talked about that. That was so far out of my mind.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd start by printing like some cards that are hybrid.
We were getting some in Lorwyn.
I'm just saying, like, we can have a keyword that just says this can.
Oh, make a new keyword. Yeah, kind of like Devoid.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them doing that. They'd have to. They'd probably oracle text a bunch of old cards to give them that keyword too. But
I'm just saying, as like an experiment, they could try it like that. Maybe.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe you've made the next future sight card. They're gonna put that on a keyword.
3-sided cards.
Yeah, 3-sided cards.
Make it happen.
make it happen. Put a triangle in a deck. Let's see it.
I mean, yeah, flip cards and like the room cards.
Flip room? Oh,
yeah.
Can
we get like 4 separate effects on a card? That'd be so funny. God.
It would be,
like single-use card. You got to tear it in half to use it.
Custom card ideas.
You can cast it from one side as like a multicolored room, and the other side's like one of those multi-stage activation instance, like wear and tear.
Oh,
maybe it's how you do
like only from graveyard and stuff. Oh god.
Maybe it's how you make a Thalios.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a nightmare. That'd be funny though. That'd be funny. But yeah, we'll use this point as a bit of a segue to move into some other exciting things that happened recently. In the Red Corsairs and a bunch of new Elder stuff getting their data sheets, which is pretty neat.
Do you want to start with the elves or the red guys?
I think I'm gonna jump into the Corsairs because they actually came out on Monday,
Yeah, they came out yesterday.
Yeah, it was on Monday. I'm geeked.
Or one of them
No,
came
actually,
out yesterday.
it was on Sunday. They came out on Sunday.
I don't know.
And then the Eldar
Right,
were
the
on
Corsairs
Monday.
were Sunday and the Eldar were yesterday.
Yeah.
God, what a week. It's only Tuesday. What the hell?
time passes. But yeah, we'll start with the Corsairs. We've already seen Huron and his
start
gang.
with the captain then?
Yeah, there's the Reeve captain as well. We've already seen Huron and his gang, so I'm not going to talk about them.
Yeah.
But these guys, they're obviously in the big box set. Reeve captain we'll start with. We don't know the points for these yet. They haven't said it.
Do we not?
No. They drop the data sheets, they don't drop the points.
Oh.
At least I couldn't find them on the article, but
yeah, I don't think Necrozar had the points at first, but
No,
I'm
he
sure it'll
didn't.
show up eventually.
They'll come out when they actually launch, which is I think like next week or something.
Pretty soon, yeah.
It's very, very soon. They'll be launching alongside their big box set, and I'm sure they'll get their individual kits eventually. But,
one day.
For now, it's the big box set. But the Reeve captain, obviously, he can go with your Red Corsair Raiders. He can also go with Chosen and Legionnaires.
Chosen and Legionnaires.
Because he is just a...
He is just a Chaos Space Marine captain. They're in the big pool of things.
Nothing about him. He has dark... Obviously, he's got his Dark Pact ability. He's got Infiltrator, which is pretty cool. I think the whole shtick
so good.
Of the
Infiltrator is really good.
Corsairs is they're obviously kind of... They come at you really quick.
They're pirates.
Yeah, they're pirates. That's just it, right?
Pirate would infiltrate whatever you're protecting or something.
Yeah, they gotta break into those ships somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's obviously he's got his options, I think, of bolt or plasma pistols.
Yeah, it's bolt pistol and power maul and plasma pistol and power sword. And then you can combine those as you please.
Yeah. Something I'm noticing straight away, I'm pretty sure that plasma pistol is a bit stronger than regular plasma pistols. I don't remember them being strength 7 off rip. I could just be talking out of my ass.
I thought they were. Yeah, are they not 6?
I'm pretty sure they were less than that. Can you hear me clacking away at my keys quickly? I'm just going to open up.
Yeah, I'm doing it too.
Something with a plasma pistol. God, I haven't made any lists on this laptop yet. Man, I do not have any lists with something that has a plasma pistol. 2 seconds. Let me go quickly check the lieutenant. I know he can rock a plasma pistol. No, he can't. I'm geeked. What am I talking about? There it is.
Find it eventually.
Pistol. Oh no, they are strength 7. Wow, I didn't
okay, so he does just have a standard one. That makes sense though. He's not that special.
None of us run plasma pistols if it isn't obvious. We're very new to Warhammer as a whole. It's very very new thing.
Get ready for the worst takes you've ever seen by people who don't know what they're talking about.
200%. He is.
Give us a month or two.
Yeah, give us a little bit, and we'll have it all out. He does have he's obviously toughness 4, wounds 5. That's pretty normal for captain models.
Yeah,
4 up invuln's really sweet too, though.
Like 3 up save instead of a 2 up. I don't know if captains get 2 ups, but that is a thing there
as well.
Okay,
Big fan of the power maul. That's
the thing he's got in his portrait there. Like the mace, it's kind of glowy and spirally and spiky. Looks cool. Doesn't have any fun keywords or anything. It's just 5 attacks, hit on 2s, strength 5, AP 2, and damage 2. Pretty good. It seems like you'd paste some like marine characters, not characters, but like Infernus Marine type units. Because those are 2 wounds, are they not? I think.
They're 2 wounds apiece. That's a bit more of your
good infantry killer, then wouldn't it be?
Than your anti-horde, which is always nice that you have the option of the 2.
Yeah, it is nice to see options. It's also nice to not see a million options to have a headache over.
Yeah, he's not lieutenant where you have like 90 different warrior options.
Got the infantry keyword as well, not surprisingly.
What does he do?
Brutal Raider is his first ability. When his unit ends a charge move until end of turn, +1 strength to melee weapons equipped by just himself, and improve the armor penetration of those weapons by 1. So essentially his strength 5 weapons are actually strength 6, but also AP 3, which is pretty good. 6 is good, I think.
AP 3 is always a good time.
Also, big AP.
Yeah, strength.
I definitely think were I playing him, I'd be playing the power maul for sure.
Probably.
Sustained hits is nice, but like 2 damage and AP 2. realistically AP3 and AP and strength 6, that's pretty sweet sounding.
6 is right in the nice spot where you're kind of going over like Terminator class stuff. So that's
you can just beat toughness 5 to get your wound on 3s, and I'm sure there's ways to get some extra wound modifiers for Chaos Space Marines to make that on 2s.
Yeah. That's a pretty good effect. It does just affect him, but that is quite good.
Yeah, even if it just affects him, it's still, I'd say, decent. Worth
also
considering playing him. And then his other thing is Raiders do. Each time this unit declares a charge that targets one or more units that are within range of one or more objective markers, you can re-roll the charge roll. Re-roll charge on objectives. That's great.
Yeah.
Feels great for pirates too. Pirates are raiding you. He's the raider reeve captain or whatever. Infiltrator again. So you're gonna run these guys up right away as you infiltrate them, and then charge onto their objectives to take them with the pirates. Very nice thematically. Seems good abilities too.
That was kind of like
Probably
a whole theme for them was objective play. That's kind of
we should probably go onto the Raiders now. Yeah. First thing I'm seeing here is the Raiders have OC2.
Yes, they do. And better than that,
those are going to hold objectives.
Their ability, when they destroy the first time, this unit destroys an enemy unit until the end of battle. While this unit is not battle shocked, add an extra 1 to the objective control of each of the models of that unit. So yeah, you've got like a 10-man squad of these things.
5 or 10,
these
30
are
OC.
Not losing an objective.
Yeah,
like they're
beefy too.
Yeah,
like,
they're chunky guys.
Toughness 4 is probably not the highest, but 3 wounds, that stands out to me. Yeah. 3 wounds, 3 up save. That seems like they're going to be hard to move. Like they're going to set up really early. If you get too close to them, they'll take your objective from you and just really hold that. I think if these things got in your home objective, you would really have a bad time.
That'd be GG. They also have Infiltrator, which is great.
Yes, they would have it with him. So, because I think Infiltrator, you need the whole squad to have it. It's not like you can make your non-Infiltrator. It's like a Scout. Their gear, here we have every 5 models in the unit, 1 can have the bolt gun become a melta-gun, and then 1 can have the sword become a power fist. So
that's awesome to me. I'm a big fan of meltas and power fists. That seems
melta, because the melta seems great here, because you're gonna want to run these guys in people's faces on their objectives and stuff. So you're getting that melta bonus. Yep. It is a 6-inch range for the melta bonus, but that's not too hard of an ask. I think
that's not a tough thing when they're running.
Melta 2, so you can get up to 8 damage on this one weapon with strength 9 AP4. So that's like that'll get you that objective, I think.
Yep.
Hand flamer, bolt gun, and bolt pistol are the other options. I don't know how you get to combine those in the unit.
The flamers for the champion only, which is also
right, because there's like the boss guy, right?
Yeah, it is only strength 3, so it's not like obviously great, but I'm pretty partial to having a torrent weapon in the squad. I'm a big fan of that.
Love rolling stupid numbers of dice. Yep. So they all get the bolt gun and the bolt pistol and the blade. That's like the default loadout, and that seems decent. Like it's not like they're not really gonna shoot you much. They're gonna come up on you and beat you.
Yeah, they're kind of getting there.
And dark packs are nice because you get lethal or sustained, which always good. You don't see a lot of keywords on the melee weapons, but they basically have one of those. Very cool.
That's probably why the Reeve Captain doesn't have much in the realm of keywords on his
on the power model. No,
give them to him through other means.
Yeah, looks fun, looks cool. I don't actually know what people's opinions on Chaos Space Marines are too much, but it is neat to see that you can have options for models that aren't like super big demon corrupted guy like possessed and stuff. Like these kind of just like look like angry evil Space Marines, which is like if you're looking more of a less chaos Space Marines, you have an option for that. If you don't want your demon guys.
Yeah, another really neat thing about these guys too is really nice. They're not exclusive to being led by the Reeve Captain. They have
so you could
company hero-esque clause where if it can go with a legionnaire, it can go with them too. So you can run other shit with them, which is really nice.
If it could lead legionnaires, it could lead them. Yeah, so that's cool.
So you've got plenty of options. I don't. Again, we don't know enough about Chaos Space Marines to really form a proper opinion on this. I would run these guys.
I think they'd be fun. A really nice. You wrestle an objective out from someone with them, then you hold on to it for the rest of the game. Hold them there, kind of create some space. Seems fun. Seems like a good time.
Like at worst, in my mind, they're beefy screeners. At best, they are great harassers.
Yeah.
And they are gonna be stuck in on an objective.
Yeah.
Which is great.
6 movement is a little slow, so maybe you're gonna drop them. Actually, no, they have infiltrate, so maybe it doesn't even matter that much.
6 inches of movement is pretty standard for Marine units.
Okay, yeah.
We're not scarab swarms. We can't,
No.
scoot around
10 inches.
all everywhere.
Yeah. 10
No,
inches
we're
would fly.
A bit more limited to what we can do.
If we, speaking of giant movement, we could go into the Eldar now.
The Eldar,
look at their stuff.
They are.
Should we start with what should we start with? They've got 4 sheets to look at.
Let's go big. We'll go Prince Uriel, I think is how you pronounce that.
Yeah, their boss guy.
Boss guy.
Epic hero.
I don't actually know if he's a new model for an
redo
model existing
yeah
guy or not, because I'm pretty sure the Starfangs and the Corsair Skyweavers might have already existed. It's just they're back and shiny now instead of, because like the Victrix existed beforehand too.
Yeah.
Now they're just back to being legal. I'm not really sure, but regardless, these are all really, really cool models. They're all coming as well in a really big box set, and will probably be separate, but who knows? But yeah, Uriel, he is pretty cool. And
his model looks great.
His model,
models, all of these models look great across the board that they're showing us here.
I do really like that Uriel's got like the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah, the little
what do you call those again?
I have no idea.
Dual disc? Yeah, he's got like one of those on his arm, which I think is kind of funny. I think it's meant to represent kind of like maybe like a shield thing. They explained it in the whole reveal thing, but I genuinely cannot for the life of me remember what all they said because I watched it on the train home.
Nice.
But yeah. So he's got his leader.
That's good as gear.
He can go.
Probably his stats first.
He can go with his Corsair guys, the
Void Reavers and the Sky Reaver. Oh, he can't go with the Sky Reavers, Void Reavers or Void Scarred.
Oh yeah, no, he can't. That's interesting.
So he can't go with the guys in the thing.
Weird.
Okay.
He does. He does seem like somebody that does want to be leading though, because of his. That is kind of odd that he can't, but I guess maybe these guys are. It's because they're squatted in 5s. That's probably why.
I think are they a dual build option in the box? Like you can dual build them as Sky Reavers or the other guys?
I know this. I'm pretty sure the Starfang can be built as something else. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it can be built as something else.
I know nothing about Eldar.
No,
by the way.
I have absolutely no idea.
Let's go look at his stats now.
They're pretty gone. Yeah, stats. He's got 7 inches of movement, 3 toughness, which is on the lower side, but for Eldar that's pretty normal. 3 up save, 4 up invuln, which is always nice.
Yeah, that's probably why he's got the 3 there.
Probably.
So he's really easy to wound, but the invuln save is gonna probably help him a bit. Same with the 5 wounds. That should hopefully help.
He's relatively chunky for an Eldar, which is nice. OC1, not a big fan of, but I don't think he's meant to be a really expensive, like one of the really big points-wise guys. He's just kind of there. He's no Yin Karn. This is where
we've got assault on both of his ranged weapons. We're gonna see so much assault looking at these things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
It doesn't look like the unique unit though. So.
He's got 2 pistols. I guess he can.
2 pistols.
I think he just gets to use them both, which is cool. Really short range, 6 range pistol is funny. Good stats though.
Yeah, 3 attacks.
3 attacks, 2 up, strength of 6, and then 2 and 2 there. Like
pretty good.
That'll kill. Is the baseline just how good does this can kill Infernus Marines now?
Yeah, that's our average. Is how good can this kill like an intercessor squad?
It seems like it would work though.
Yeah, no,
get 6 wounds out of that on a good day.
Not bad.
The other one doesn't seem the greatest, but it's made up for by the other one. Yeah,
I think it's pretty on par for Shuriken pistols.
Also, his other thing, his melee, that seems to be
that thing's good.
His key thing here.
Mm-hmm.
And his abilities too. That'll come back here. But Lance is +1 to wound when you charge, right?
I believe so. Yeah. That's good. That's good though. That's really quite good. Obviously 5 attacks on 2, strength 7, AP 3, D3. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damage 3.
Eldar are no stranger to combat tricks, so that could get all the more lethal.
He's gonna charge into you, and it's gonna really hurt. It's gonna hurt even more because his when he's leading something, everything gets sustained hits 1.
And
plus 1 to hit.
Don't forget that, yeah, plus 1 to hit's
So
really good.
it's not going to save your, like, if you roll a 1, it's not going to fix it because he hits on 2s for everything anyways.
Yeah.
But like, if your unit's hitting on 3s and 4s, they're hitting on 2s and 3s, which is great.
He's like a beefed up Lieutenant Titus.
Yeah, and then redeploy.
That's awesome.
Really, really good.
For the Eldar,
so good.
redeploy is great.
Mhm.
Because you can deploy
Like,
really...
redeploy is just great anywhere.
Yeah, it is just really good.
You see Shard of the Deceiver and Satan spam harassing everyone everywhere. People are sick of it. People are running the Deceiver partially because Satans are great, but redeploy is really good.
Yeah.
Araman, that's a Thousand Sons guy. He's not that great on his own, but the redeploy is worth people running him because redeploy is just that good.
I've heard as well, a lot of people are a big fan of the Wardens because they give it as
well.
Yeah,
the Wardens can do that, which seems crazy good. Redeploy is just really good. You can trick people, you can screw with them. If you're a speedy army that really needs perfect positioning, you can just get that for free, basically.
It's also...
Or you can overflow into reserves.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is it's a redeploy and you can overflow strategic. So you can kind of play really, really sneaky, get those units that are kind of a little weird to have on the board back up, or trick deploy, which is really, really sweet. And in an Eldar unit where a lot of your shit's really, really mobile, that's huge.
I see his ability name for sustained hits is also Piratical Hero. So these guys are also kind of pirate type deal as well. And this feels fitting. He's gonna different kind of pirate, but still definitely a pirate. He's gonna run in there and really hurt and then run away.
Really hurt, like other pirates.
Let's look at the next guy now.
The next guy, I've got
a wizard
Karseth,
guy.
Yeah,
Karseth.
Stat line, just minus a wound and a
6-up save. So,
but he does still
4-up invuln forever, I guess.
Invulnerability merchant, he is.
2 weapons,
which is nice.
1
Also,
ranged,
we completely
1 melee.
forgot to mention, and he's got this too. They have Scout 7, which is nice.
Oh, right.
Both
That's really good too. Yeah, Scouts are great.
Scout is always
which
wonderful.
Also feels cool for a pilot. I love the helmet on Karseth here.
He's really sweet.
It's cool. But yeah, he's got this weapon here. Dread of the Deep Void. Anti-infantry 2 up. Blast. Hazardous. Ignores cover and psychic.
A Bible verse.
So many keywords.
His darn gun. Yeah, he's just got everything.
And then it's 24 inches of range. D6 plus 2 attacks because it's blast. Makes sense. 3 up to hit. Strength 3. That's so low. Oh my god.
It's got anti-infantry
2 and damage. Yeah, I was just about to go into that. Anti-infantry 2 makes the strength 3 like better because I guess you're just never gonna shoot anything that's not infantry with him.
It's the same idea as
seems right.
She's got her strength 3 weapons, but then anti-infantry 2 kind of makes it way better.
Yeah. Like also D6 plus 2 attacks. Absolute worst case, you get 3 attacks. You're basically guaranteed that 3 damage on an infantry unit, assuming you don't roll 1s.
It is kind of a bummer that it has hazardous baked into it.
Yeah,
this guy might just blow himself up because he feels like it.
I'm curious what the lore to that is. Like, is this little staff he's got like some relic he should not be having at all?
Just like a bomb.
It'd be pretty cool. It doesn't look too Eldar like. I don't know what Eldar look like though.
The melee as well. The melee is just it's weird.
Hazardous melee.
It's not hazardous. It's not hazardous, but
psychic again.
It's anti-infantry 2 up, but it's got no AP.
Oh,
which is kind of odd to me because
infantry don't have super. Infantry is like everything's infantry, man.
Yeah, that's a pretty broad thing. But like even against Infernus Marines, like that's a 3-up save. That's not
3-up save.
Not a hard ask to make. 3 damage it would suck if you failed it, but it's not like it's
3 damage
going to be tough anymore. Which is kind of a bummer.
What's his abilities? He's got the anti-deep strike thing.
Oh, that's sweet.
12 inches.
Effect. Yeah, that's cool.
Anti-12 inches. That is quite nice. Guess you might want to screen with him, hold him on your home objective or something.
I think he's going to go with the other guys that kick around.
He says he goes with Void Reavers and Void Scarred. I don't know what those are.
Same as the other guy. Yeah, we no idea what these are, but he does go with them.
And then this is a cool one. After you've shot, select an enemy hit. So you don't have to wound them. If you just hit them with his ranged weapon, of course, until the end of turn, they're riven. That's just riven. I guess. Riven Destiny 2.
Riven Destiny 2. Yeah, we're back to this again. Can't
get away from it. And then each time an Eldar from your model. Eldar.
Eldar
Oh
from your
my god.
model.
Elf guy attacks a Riven, +1 strength.
That's pretty cool, actually.
That's pretty cool. I don't think you'd want to charge with this guy, but if you did, his strength 3 weapon would be strength 4, which doesn't really matter because anti-infantry 2.
A very Yvraine-esque effect. Yvraine gives a bonus when she in combat when she hits things, she gives bonus to other things too, which is very
I like
interesting.
tag effects.
They're pretty.
Some of them are cool. Some of them can be pretty annoying. I think there's like some Imperial Guard things that like tag you where you move, advance, and charge less. That seems kind of annoying to go against, but like tagging things with abilities seems fun. It seems cool.
Yeah. It's no Plague Marine making all your stuff in the back line also afflicted.
A lot to read on
Holy
the Sky
smokes
Reavers
on the Sky
here.
Reavers. Yeah, I just opened up their War Gear options. That is
what
a lot
headache
of stuff
to look at.
They've got
7
options.
weapons I'm
oh
looking
my god.
at. So I'll start with the War Gear options here because that probably makes it a little less of a headache. So the boss, the Felarch, can replace his Shuriken pistol with a blast pistol or a brain melter, a Neuro Disruptor. Sounds like what you'd have on like a Neuro Tyrant.
Actually, reading the
Shuriken pistol is what the it's what Prince Uriel has
really,
as well.
That's like their kind of default.
So it seems
like for the most
it seems like you're gonna be replacing that because blast pistol sounds cooler, and it's also 8 strength, AP3, damage 3, or D3 damage, which I would rather be using.
Speaking of blast pistol, it's completely off track. I'm reading through their War Gear options. One of them is just called a blaster.
Oh yeah,
it's just straight up called the blaster, which is kind of funny.
For every 5 models in the unit, yeah, that is really good. For every 5 in the unit, up to 2 dudes can have their pistol and blade replaced with one of the following, being blaster and close combat. All of the melee's close combat weapons that suck. So it's 1 blaster, 1 flamer, 1 fusion gun, 1 shredder. So 2 of your guys can choose one of these 4.
An assault melt-a-gun. Oh man.
Everything's got assault. Literally everything here has assault. Because
Eldar love running around.
Also 12 inches of movement.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
These guys are mobile. They've got deep strike and scout. Oh my god.
Wow. That's pretty good.
I guess it's fine that they have a 5-up save and 1 wound with no protection. Yeah. That is also pretty common.
They're a little
for Eldar,
flimsy,
though.
but they can make up for the flimsiness, it seems. Yeah. Their melee doesn't look too great. The Corsair blade seems okay, but like
I think these guys are kind of meant to skirt around.
Only 3 of your units are really going to have those because you're going to get picked 2 of the fun guns. Which I guess let's go into the fun guns. Start with the blaster. 18 inches really range, pretty good. It's a little short, but 12 inches of movement, you will be fine. They fly too.
They fly now.
They do. They've got wings. Yeah, they fly. 18 inches of range, 1 attack, which is 1 attack, so whatever, but 3-up hit, strength 8, AP4 damage. D6 plus 1. If this hits you, it's gonna suck.
That's the bigger thing. That's like a broadside gun, just slightly weaker.
It is really gonna suck. Like that looks like a tank gun.
Oh, totally.
Flamer. I wonder if it's got torrent. Yep.
Torrent,
strength 4.
Who would have guessed?
AP 0, damage 1. I probably wouldn't take that on these. It doesn't seem that great. Ignores cover 2. Whatever. I feel like the blaster I'd 100% be taking.
The blaster sounds like so much fun.
And then the fusion gun and the shredder. Melta again, 12 inches, attack, 3-up, 8 strength, AP4, damage D6. That seems also
Melta stats.
A solid option. With assault and 12 inches of movement, you will probably get the Melta range always. What was the other one? Shredder.
The shredder.
Also torrent actually, but just if I'm missing something, I might be. But it seems like it's just strictly better than the flamer.
Strictly better than the other thing. I think it's because it doesn't have ignore cover.
Whatever.
But
whatever.
Yeah,
who cares? Who needs ignore cover? Give me 2 more strength.
Yep. And then the
blaster
disruptor.
Looks like I'd always be running. Oh, that thing also is there. Anti-infantry 2 is pretty good. I would run that.
You'd run the Neuro Disruptor?
The guy who can take it. Anti-infantry 2 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Because his other option is what? The blast pistol?
Yeah,
D3 damages. Oh, but D3 damage is strength 8, AP3.
AP3, yeah.
I'd actually think I'd take that. As much as I love the Neuro Disruptor's name, I love my big numbers.
Bigger number better.
And realistically, you're probably getting you're more likely getting more than 1 wound off the blast pistol.
Hopefully.
If it hits, it wounds because of the D3 damage.
If it doesn't,
which is nice. Melee weapons or whatever. That's not the important part. They're flimsy. The blade is okay, I guess. AP2 is nice.
I thought
Whatever.
we were.
I
I
just
thought
want
we
to
were
look at
going to
their
be
ability.
so short for time here. We are absolutely not.
Nice.
I thought we were going to be
Raid
done
and
talking
Run.
so quick.
Raid and Run is their ability. What is this?
The end
of
of
the fight phase. If they were eligible to fight this phase, but they're not in engagement range, they can make a normal move of D3 plus 3. Okay, and then otherwise, they can, if this unit is eligible to fight, they can fall back up to D3 plus 3. So if they're not fighting, they can just move however.
Yeah.
If they were fighting, they can get up and leave.
I think that's kind of probably why their melee is not good, is because they're not really
Yeah.
Okay, I shouldn't say not good. 3 attacks on 3, strength 4.
I guess 3 attacks. There's 5 of them. 5 of them by default, so you're getting 15. So it's not horrible.
Not bad. Yeah, like it's
but,
better than close combat weapons.
Yeah, but they are going to have 2 close combat weapons because you're running those fun guns on them.
But yeah, no, I think they're just going to be kind of like a sideline run around shooty sort of unit, which is obviously
if you catch them. I see Necron vibes here. If you don't kill them when you fight them, they're going to run away and you're not going to catch them again because they're going to scoot like 15 inches away from you. But pretty cool. Seems like a nice
I forgot I have the
glass cannon
on my
speedy running around.
Starfang. This one's really, really basic. There's not a lot.
1 to 2. They have 2 guns and the melee weapon that tanks and stuff have that sucks. Yeah. 14 inches of movement, speedy. Tough to 6. I don't play many vehicles, so I don't know how standard that is, but that seems lower for a vehicle, but they're really fast and they have a 3-up save, 6 wounds.
Assault on 14 inches of movement is pretty nuts.
Yeah, that I was gonna say the assault on both their weapons here again. Here we are. Disintegrator cannon, 36 range. I don't think you're ever gonna not get shot by this thing.
Yeah, this thing's just gonna really be hide. Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's 3 also attacks, got scout.
3 up, strength 6. Oh, really? Strength 6, AP3, damage 2. Seems really good at killing those Infernus Marines again.
Yeah, we're back to the Infernus Marines. Poor Infernus Marines.
Yep, it's just they're the test dummies.
They're the test dummies.
And then the grenade launcher. D3 because it's blast, yeah. Assault again, and then identical stats on the other side. Seems great. Seems good for being pesky and shooting things. Just blow up their infantry. Hallucinogen grenades. That's the ability.
Yep.
Start opponents shooting. They can use this ability. If they do, they select an infantry really Eldar unit visible within 36 inches. And then gives them stealth. That seems great.
Really good. And it's
isn't that like stratagem, right? Like smoke is the stratagem, right?
Yeah, that is, and it actually is a smoke and a grenade unit. It's a grenade unit, funny enough.
I think we missed that, but the Sky Reavers also have grenades.
Yeah. And it's obviously got its little deadly demise. It's a vehicle. Every vehicle's got that. You're a lame vehicle if you don't have deadly demise. Come on.
Yeah, everything's got to explode.
Everything's got to explode. Gotta be,
don't want those exploding near your Sky Reavers though. It's gonna.
Oh yeah, no, just
they're so weak.
But yeah, no. So that's
straightforward. This seems more like a bike unit than like a.
It's not. They're not big.
Like
they're not very big.
Yeah,
like they've got
most of the models cut off in the little preview
cockpit.
here. Yeah, I wonder if I can find a bigger picture.
You probably just Google them. They already existed, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, they're not terribly large.
Okay. These look, they are like definitely spaceships, but they kind of feel like bikes.
I think they're little like kind of speeder-esque things rather than
kind of Star Wars like.
Yeah.
You see this speeding across a desert in Star Wars somewhere almost.
I think it's it is certainly more comparable to an Outrider than it is to a repulsor, obviously, and its vehicle level it's a little bit smaller, but I think that those out of all of them, that's kind of my favorite in all honesty. They're really, really basic, but they're pretty good.
Yeah, they seem very solid. Like, God knows I don't know anything about Eldar list, but it seems like the impression I get is that they're speedy and they want to harass you and be tricky, and it seems like these are great for doing that and hurting really bad while they do it. So yeah, everything here looks good. They all seem strong and playable. I see people talking about like end of edition power creep. No clue what that would look like, but I think I could kind of see it here because everything here looks quite good.
Yep.
I'm not seeing any glaring downsides at the moment. Don't know, except that I don't know what the Eldar leader. I don't know what the Eldar leaders can actually lead because I have no idea what those models are.
No clue. Yeah, as well, we obviously got the new Defiler model. I don't think I'm not sure if their
Looks
data sheet's
amazing.
going to change much, so we're not going to talk about them
Don't know.
too much.
Thing's massive though.
We are
Enormous.
getting our Lords of the Maelstrom box, which is going to have the detachments and all the good stuff.
Yes.
There's also, though, very interesting, going to be a custom character creation.
Oh yes, I've seen
in
bits
that.
about that. Looks super cool.
I am very excited for that. I love kit
Me too.
bashing, so that's
kit bash
great for me.
I've got my box of death marks. It's gonna have so many spare motos parts and stuff. Maybe I'll have a use for them. With that.
Yeah, have something to do there. Yeah.
It did say it seems like it's exclusive to the Maelstrom
yeah,
boxes and stuff. But
it's
I don't
kind of
see any reasoning why you couldn't just like when you're playing with your friends say, "Hey, this is a custom model based on these rules."
Yeah.
I don't see a reason to say no to that.
This is Captain
if it's like
Fartass.
if it's some gross thing that's like just a little unfair, just say no, move on.
Well, I'd have to assume
cool
if you're following their rules made, it would be reasonably powerful.
It seems like
for
they've got
character.
some balance in it.
Yeah.
Which is I hope this is them testing that for 11E because it'd be cool to see something like that.
That'd be awesome.
It'd probably be a headache to balance.
Totally, because especially if you have people running models that aren't kit bashed, then
can't imagine that
it would just be impossible.
How they would handle that.
Oh, totally.
But it looks really fun and like a cool idea. So, I think I saw like a Flayed One Overlord example in their article. Really cool. That's cool. Flayed Ones, they exist. They have Infiltrate. That makes them great. Infiltrate's really good.
I'm excited to see what's going to come out of that. And we also get more, apparently, next week, more Iron Warriors stuff.
Oh, hell yeah. Chaos Space Marines are eating so good right now.
Year of Chaos, guys. Year of Chaos was 2025.
And this one, I guess.
And this one, yeah. We're still in the Year of Chaos, yep. It was so great. It keeps going. Party never ends.
Excited to see Peter Turbo. That's definitely happening.
Give me Perturabo, man. I want him. I don't even play Chaos, and I just want him to come back. I think that'd be really cool. Because he's neat. He's neat. He's powerful.
He's cool.
I think he'd be great.
It's always fun to see big centerpieces.
I was gonna maybe do a bit of a segue quickly into Deadlock because Celeste just came out, but we are at an hour and 20 minutes.
It seems like a great
I think it's
pause time. I don't
probably
think
a good time to end around here. So I'm gonna quickly do my outro.
Thing for when they finish every character.
We'll take this up maybe next week, maybe the week after. We'll find out.
When Apollo has definitely came out by then.
Yes,
they're totally gonna release him.
Definitely. I wish there was an option so that he couldn't, but
abstain.
Yeah, abstain from pudding. Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming back. Obviously, I can say that I'm going to stay consistent all I want. Am I actually going to? That remains to be seen. We'll find out. Thankfully for these, it requires very minimal editing. So hopefully I will just be able to stop recording, watch this back over, and upload it just as is. I'm not going to have to sit there and spend several hours editing the whole, 9 yards kit and caboodle. So praying that the audio turns out well. If it doesn't, I'm still going to upload this because why not? But that is that. Catch us either
sure someone's
next
uploaded
week.
worse audio quality somewhere.
Yeah, catch us next week or the week after. We will decide eventually. Okay, let's ask now. What do you guys think is reasonable? What do you guys think?
I mean, I'm on reading week next week, so I probably have got more time than the week after.
That is true.
I got 3 midterms that week.
Yeah, so we'll say you guys will see us next week. Probably not the same day, but eventually.
One day.
And we're going to talk Deadlock. We're going to talk probably some more Warhammer stuff.
More Warhammer. I can't imagine there's nothing new between this week and next week.
Well, we're going to have the full Lords of the Maelstrom stuff.
New attachments for Leagues of Votann.
They exist.
You will recognize them.
But yeah, so we'll do that. We'll talk Deadlock. We'll talk Warhammer. Probably not as much Magic stuff. But I'll have some more themed introductory questions, I think, for next one, because there wasn't... I wanted to do intro questions, but there was just so much that happened in the world of, tabletop games and games in general that we were involved with, that we didn't have time. So we'll do that next episode, hopefully. But anyway, obviously, this has been whatever we're going to call this podcast. My name is Buds again, and thank you for stopping by.